Mid-State Pools and Spas knows pools, in-ground pools to above-ground pools. Mid-State Pools and Spas has over 35 years in the industry, building over 3,000 pools. We build all of our own pools, never subcontracting the work out. So if you're ready to build a pool, renovate a pool, or if you need weekly maintenance or liner replacement with a full 20-year warranty, call the professionals at Mid-State Pools and Spas. Visit our showroom today at 2273 Veterans Boulevard in Dublin and see the new line of Marquee Spas. For the ultimate in hot tub experiences, choose Marquee Spas. Also see our new selection of casual patio furniture, available now at our showroom, Mid-State Pools and Spas, where we know pools.
Football season is here, and Randolph's Jewelry Repair Plus would like to wish all of our area teams the best of luck. Go Irish, go Falcons, go Crusaders, go Raiders. Best of luck this season from Randolph's Jewelry Repair Plus, where you'll find old diamond jewelry marked half off right now. And you can also save on 10 and 14 karat gold bracelets, chains, and rings. Randolph's will size and repair any jewelry and offers confidential loans on gold and silver. Randolph's Jewelry Repair Plus, wishing all our area teams the best of luck this football season. See Randolph's today at 304 Pine Forest Street in Dublin, or call 275-0427.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the East Lawrence Falcons Coaches Show. I'm your host, Scott Davenport, and as always, happy to be here with Coach Ben Turner.
Yes, sir.
We were joking earlier that, this is like the early morning edition because we usually film it a little bit later in the day. We're up here with the crew on Channel 13 early in the morning here. But
Yeah.
Coach, last week we had a tough game against Jeff Davis, traveled down to Hazelhurst, and it seems like, we've always been traveling down to Hazelhurst.
I know. Well, with the schedule changing and you're going down there 2 years in a row, it made it weird. But next year they'll be coming to us, so we won't have to go. We won't have to go to Jeff Davis 3 years in a row.
Now, last week when we were talking about Jeff Davis, we mentioned that they had graduated some people, but I will have to say their skill folks were pretty sharp.
They were very good. They had a lot of talent, and they had a lot of size.
Yeah.
That was the thing we had. Going into it, we didn't think that we could consistently, especially with Cole. We knew Cole was going to be down last week. We knew that he'd be able to go in and throw the ball and hand the ball off, but we knew that his run game that we normally rely on so much wasn't going to be there. So, the plan was to go in and run away from the size and hit the perimeter. And, we were successful doing it. We just had problems putting drives together, and we had problems at times just handling the size that they had up front. They had they graduated a lot off last year, but they had a lot back, and then had some kids, I don't know if they moved in or just magically appeared. But they were a dang fine football team, to the point where, I went and told their head coach, I was like, look, man, I don't know what happened to y'all against Vidalia, but y'all are, and I know that they had one of their best players got lit up early in the game. That might have affected the whole team, but, they were very big and physical and extremely fast.
Yeah, one guy that stuck out in my mind was number 6 for them, and he had speed, could get to the outside, and they were a well-balanced team too. That was one of the things too that impressed me about them. I think they're probably one of the most balanced teams we've faced all year in terms of run pass. I don't know if you feel the same way, about, watching them, but that, as a layperson, that's one of the things that seemed apparent to me.
Well, I don't know about the run pass, but definitely on just balancing up, attacking sides of field, they are very balanced on that. And they did throw the ball a lot more than they normally do. We didn't execute defensively the plan, which, part of that is we had once again, we had players. We had players go down. We had a lot of players go down early. We had one O-lineman that goes down on like the fourth play of the game. Defensively, I'm looking around and, you got your starting free safety, your starting strong side, outside linebacker. I mean, it was just, we started, starting eagle tackle, and they're all over on the bench and can't go. And then we get one back because they kept getting pulled out for a couple of possible concussions, and then, little things here and there. And, some of them came back, some of them didn't. Then, the big thing was at halftime, just challenged them not to quit and lay down. And, we come out in the second half kickoff, they run it back. Yeah. And that's something we haven't had a problem with at all this season on kickoffs. And then that happened. Then we decided to finally, start doing a little something. And, we put some points up late and scratch and claw. But, I was glad happy that we didn't lay down. Like I said, that was a very fine football team we played.
Yeah. And, looking at, playoffs coming up, we've got, Vidalia, and that's something we can talk about next week. But I think they're going to give some folks a run for their money. Now, whether or not they can handle the Fitzgeralds of the world and others, that remains to be seen. But,
yes, sir.
They'll at least, I'd say, second round.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. We see, you get the playoffs, anything can happen too. And, they are a team that, because you don't know, you might be missing somebody. They are a team that has been a little up and down, but it seems like, the last couple of weeks that they're kind of hitting their stride and ready to rock and roll. So, there's no telling what they're going to do. This region is a very balanced region. And I think it's a region that you've had a lot of teams that one week could come out and beat every other team in the region, and then the next week might be the third best team in the region. So it's been a little bit different of a year.
Yeah, I think this is one that when people are writing stuff about this team or wrapping up the season or stuff like that, there are going to be a lot of folks shaking their heads, and probably statewide. I imagine other regions, are having the same kind of stuff happen. Mm-hmm. We just aren't a part of it, therefore we don't hear, all the ins and outs.
Well, hearing the stories, I mean, there aren't a whole lot of teams that have been hit hard on stuff, but your hometown's probably been hit harder than anybody I've heard of. Cairo's gone through a lot of it.
They've had some weeks where it was just
fourth and fifth string quarterback having to play.
And you see the scores and you're like, is this the same Cairo? Well, no, it's not the same Cairo because of what they're having to deal with.
So
and they're starting to get. You mentioned hitting their stride. That's one of the things I think Cairo's starting to do is hit their stride. And if they can just get into it, I think they'll do all right.
Yes, sir. It's just this year, I mean, it could come down to a huge game and somebody be missing somebody. And you never know. It's a crapshoot this year, brother. So,
you're absolutely right.
And it stressed a bunch of coaches out because I know with everything we've had with so many kids getting quarantined, starters being out, it's made for a lot of sleepless nights.
Yeah.
But it's hopefully that this year will be it on all this stuff. So
yeah. one of the things, I like to do, and I got a chance to do it on the way home, is look at the scores from around the state on the way home or when I get home. And just looking at some of the teams that you see routinely year after year after year have great seasons, or, they've got a tradition of winning, and you're sitting there seeing their games and then their records, and you're wondering, oh my God, I wonder if they got hit, hit hard. It's a statewide thing.
And I like I said, I don't think many schools are getting hit. I think that a lot of people that are based out of older schools with smaller classrooms are getting hit harder than the newer schools, because when the government shifted philosophies on how many students need to be in classes, so they actually build the classrooms bigger, and there's more room in those classrooms, and then you've got not as many people coming to school right now, so there's more room, so it doesn't hurt them as much. Places that were built in around the 70s, and so where people wanted 25 people, wasn't that it? 25 was what they wanted in classrooms back then. So your classrooms aren't as big, and so it affects people differently.
Yeah.
But we all got to live with it, and it can get anybody at any given day, because it could be a lunch time, it could be,
Well, that's what happened, with my son. It's just in a matter of minutes, and. You wonder about those schools that have absolutely massive enrollments. And it's not any easier for them, having to juggle it.
No, sir. I'm sure people have gone to more lunches and different things like that. So,
Well, folks, we're up against a break. Again, these sponsors, I know I say it just about every break, but it's true. They make this show possible. So please honor them with your business.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Hi, I'm Don Carlson with Dublin Chevrolet. Many of us are ready to enjoy the holidays.
This Equinox LS is only $23,996.
Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Chevrolet, the only dealer you'll ever need.
Hey, I'm Tasha Rowland, and everyone here at the Cloverleaf Restaurant would like to invite you to come try our country-style all-you-can-eat buffet. We hold ourselves to the highest standards of safety and quality in the food we prepare for you. We clean our facilities constantly, and we offer curbside service. Just call 478-275-2080, and we will have your order ready right away. And Friday is our seafood day. You deserve a great meal. Cloverleaf Caters. Call us for your next gathering or event. So treat yourself to the Cloverleaf Restaurant and make sure you're satisfied. We are open Sunday through Fridays 11 to 2 with plenty of dining, or we can get it ready to go for you.
First Lawrence Bank invites you to experience banking at its best. Whether you have personal or business needs, we're a full-service bank big enough to handle all of your banking needs and small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank like First Lawrence Bank. Looking forward to your future? That's First Lawrence Bank in Dublin and Dexter, member FDIC.
Now, Coach, usually our second segment, we're talking about JV and how the week is going. This is another one where we're filming a little bit later on, in the week. So, looking at Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, how did practice go?
Oh, well, I think it's left a little to be desired this week. It's just focus has been a little weird. Weather change, that affects stuff. I told them today's last dress rehearsal. We need to be focused. Now, they haven't been bad. Monday I thought that the offensive practice was just a little slow. Defensively, I thought we had a great practice. And then it kind of flipped on Tuesday. So today, hopefully, we can put it all together. Now, special teams have been been pretty good when we've rolled them out there this week. And I mean, you know, I've been very proud of our special team, especially our punting game.
That was one thing I forgot to mention.
Ben Brantley has figured it out, punting the football. He's learned, you know, how to get rid of it quick, and he's also learned how to kick it away from people. And he just is blessed with that bounce.
Yeah, every single bounce. He
might hit it 35 yards in the air, and then it rolled 25 yards. I mean, heck, I know he had 55-yard punts, several like 45-yard punts last week. He's just really figured it out and came on strong.
He's hitting the sand wedge and having it back up.
It's everything he's kicking is getting gone. And like I said, you know, a lot of punters will just line up and they think they got a big leg. They'll try to hit one high, you know, high 35 to 37 yards to a return man. Ben's got the leg, but Ben's figured out how to, you know, if I kick it away from this dude, you know, there's no return, and then I'm gaining 20 more yards on my kick. So he's been doing great. And it was just a little tweak on how he got rid of the football, because he's sped up so much more now.
Yeah.
And he's just learned how to get rid of the ball and how to angle it away. And, you know, we've been catching the rolls. I mean, heck, I guess that Jeff Davis had seen it on film, because, you know, the other day they'd jump on it late because, you know, I guess they saw how his balls would just roll and roll and roll. So I was very proud of that.
5 more.
Yeah, I was very proud on that. And, anyway, getting back to practice, you know, hopefully today we'll have a great day all the way around. Today's a shorter day, which, you know, it's the last day in pads. So, you know, it's kind of a special day. Last practice for your seniors in pads. And, you know, hopefully we'll go out and have a good one. And then, you know, tomorrow will be walk through. I'm still trying to find a JV game. I haven't had much luck. You know, we had a shootout last week in the JV game. Which was I'm going to tell you what, I was proud of them, because we were missing like 7 or 8 JV players due to quarantine, or since I had varsity people out, I couldn't play my people down. So, because they had to play on Friday. So, you know, I was really proud of them. Offensively, I mean, heck, you had Kyan Sneed scoring 4 touchdowns, also catching a 2-point conversion. You know, the quarterback threw 3 touchdowns. It was fun to watch. I mean, unfortunately, with 1.5 seconds left on the clock, we lost. But, you know, I looked down, I was like, y'all were missing. And the thing was, everybody we were missing with defense. Well, we had most of the offense there. But we were missing a couple on offense. But, you know, everybody was defensive players that we were missing. And so it made it hard. It made it tough now.
Yeah.
And because it was one of those, like, oh, what we're going to look like? It's like, we got to play. Yeah. But we're missing so many people, and I was just proud of them.
Yeah.
So I'm trying my best to find games. You know, a lot of people, like I've hit people up that have been ate up with the injury bugs, so they're having to play young guys on Friday. And, you know, a lot of people have it. It's weird that people have JV games scheduled this late, but everybody's had to cancel so many JV games that they've been trying to steadily get them. Yeah. So it's, you know, I haven't been able to find one yet, but I'm not giving up. I mean, heck, if I can find one Thursday morning, then we'll rock out on Thursday afternoon. So
that's one of those things where, folks, if you're on Facebook and you're following the athletic page and the Alumni Association, the Booster Club, keep looking, because it's one of those things that might be a last minute announcement. Hey, we found one, you know, might be rolling out, you know, another JV game. You know, you talk about them and, you know, being proud of them. You know, it's one of those things that, you know, that shows growth in those players too, you know, because, you know, to not have all your weapons and still, that shows a lot of fortitude. You know, where you're digging down and finding something that, you know, maybe a couple of weeks ago you wouldn't have found.
Yes, sir. So, you know, I'd like to get them one more game because they've been done bad this year because we've had to cancel so many. You know, we had a full. We might have been one short of a full, and I was going to try to pick up another one, but we've had to cancel so many of them this year that, you know, they've only played 3 games, and you know, used to playing 7.
Yeah, and you want to give them a reward for.
That's right, but you know, they come to work every day. They're at practice. They get it done, and it's been, you know, I mean, it's been great because some young kids. They see, well, we're not getting to play games. They're going to be kind of wavering, you know, hanging it up. But we're sitting here with all of them still, and, you know, I'm proud of them. So.
Yeah. And, you know, that's one of the things, folks, you know, you get a chance to get to one of those games and support it. Tell them that you appreciate them sticking with it in an odd year, you know, and this is something I've heard other coaches talk about, you know, that hey, they keep coming back. You know, it's not like they're giving up. You know, they keep coming back. And that says a lot for them individually. It also says a lot about their parents and how they were raised. They're not just throwing it in, you know. Well, we're up against another break. Again, these sponsors, give them your business.
When it's time to buy or sell your home, it's time to put the winning team of Century 21 to work for you, including Penny Helton, Beverly Forbes, Brian Howell, Charlene Lamb, David Deeves, Delton Lamb, Jay Brantley, Jennifer Brantley, Jim Jarrett, Raina Dubberly, Ruth Watson, Sarah Kobe, Charlene Brantley, Yvonne Robertson, and broker George Durden. Put the winning team to work for you. Century 21, Durden Cornegay. And you're sure to score every time. For more information, log on to c21dublin.com. Call 272-1535 or come see us at 1700 Veterans Boulevard in Dublin. Century 21 Durden Cornegay, the #1 realty company in Dublin and Lawrence County.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Ask Curry Maffett Insurance in Dublin if auto owners make sense for you.
Every team has a leader, and Lawrence County's leader in hometown banking is Farmers State Bank, proudly supporting local high school football. Farmers State Bank salutes those who make our community great by working hard to make Friday night football happen. Go Irish, go Falcons, go Crusaders, go Raiders. And count on the team at Farmers State Bank, Lawrence County's leader in hometown banking. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
I'm Brad Grimes, and we invite you to join the winning team at the City of Dublin Natural Gas.
And we'll give you a free 40-gallon hot water heater.
Or a $400 rebate on a tankless hot water heater.
Get a $200 rebate on the natural gas furnace. How about 0% financing for 60 months?
Plus, we'll make it easier and add it to your bill.
Take advantage of this incredible offer today. With natural gas, you'll never run out of gas again.
Natural gas is dependable.
Natural gas is half the price of electricity and half of the price of propane.
So stop wasting money today.
And call the City of Dublin Natural Gas today.
At 277-5048. That's 277-5048.
Join the winning team at City of Dublin Natural Gas.
And we're back with the East Lawrence Falcons Coaches Show. Now, Coach, you know, you touched on it earlier. You know, seniors, this is going to be an emotional week for some of them. For some of them that might be a little bit more stoic, they might be able to hide it a little bit better. But I've seen it every year where, you know, the ones you think, oh, well, he won't get emotional about it. After the game, there's going to be a lot of emotion on that field, win, lose, or draw. And probably from both teams, you know, when they realize, hey, this is, you know, the last home game of the regular season that I get to ride with my boys, you know, in the battle.
It's tough. I remember my last game, and the thing was, I knew I wasn't done. I mean, I knew I was going to go play college football, but I cried. I'm not gonna lie, I cried like a baby after my last game. It was just you put so much into something, and you work, and you sweat and you bleed with this group of boys that have become family, that'll always be part of your life, and it's just, you know, it's tough. It's tough, and something that they don't realize is that a lot of their buddies that are in the hallways that didn't play football with them, they'll lose touch with them. But the guys they played football with, it's like when you see them, it's always like it was
a reunion. I mean, reunion. I noticed this, you know, at the 7-on-7 tournament, seeing guys that, you know, they might not have been actual classmates or graduated together, but they were on the team at the same time. One was a senior, one was a sophomore. They're like Army buddies that had met up, you know, and it's great seeing that.
You'll definitely,
it never leaves you.
Yep, you'll keep up with them for forever. That's just the way it is. Yeah. And, you know, with social media now, it's a lot easier than it was. So, I mean, it's just awesome, you know, seeing old teammates and just it automatically just brings back memories when you do that.
Yeah,
so.
I know, and it's one of those things I try to stress to my boys, you know, because, you know, one, football, wrestling. Okay, the other one, wrestling, cross country. Well, cross country, not so much because it's such an individual thing anyway, but wrestling, you still got that team aspect. And, you know, when he was a freshman, I'm like, when you're a senior and it comes down to your last match, there's going to be a lot of emotion there.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be able to, you know, get through it, you know. And it was he was crying, I was crying, his mom was crying, and I'm like, I didn't even go out and do, you know.
That's right.
You know, and it was great to see. There's nothing wrong with that emotion. And, you know, I know that I'm going to see it again on Friday.
That's right. That's right.
It's a neat thing from my standpoint, and, you know, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but, you know, you can touch on that. I see it every year, you know, and you have those guys that you saw when they were freshmen, and unless they were just very gifted athletically, you didn't see them on the field that much. You saw them a little bit more as a sophomore on special teams, maybe filling in. Then when they rock that junior and senior year, fellas, enjoy the moment.
That's right.
Because that moment is gone way too soon.
That's right. That's right. And, you know, they get to last game. We're running out of time. We better talk a little bit about Toombs County.
Yeah, we got Toombs County coming up. So
you know, Toombs County. Let's see. Last time I actually played against Coach Marsh was in the playoffs when he was at Thomasville. He is a heck of a football coach. I don't think he's got any other hobbies other than football, which I guess a lot of us don't. So, you know, he's going to always have a tough, hard-fighting football team. That's what he has this year. Now, he does have a couple of big-time athletes. He's got a big-time running back. He's actually got two very good running backs, and he's got a quarterback that's very athletic. You know, they're not one of the bigger teams we face. They base their game on speed and toughness. So I'm excited. I think the kids are excited. The thing that's on the line is there hasn't been a region game won here in 8 years. So it's this thing, be the team that starts it. Be the team that starts it. Win that first one, and it's going to take care of itself. So hopefully Toombs comes over here and we can take care of business. Then they'll be going into the playoffs. We'll be done, unfortunately, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, and this is a team that, you know, kind of like Vidalia. You know, we have moved in and out of regions with them. This is, you know, our time again, it seems like, with this region setup. So 7:30 this Friday. You know, won't be senior night. We had that earlier in the year. But for our seniors, if, you know, you have a relative or, you know, nephew playing, it's one of those things, you know, be there for them. Let them know you appreciate the sacrifice they've made. Be there 7:30 in your black and gold. And as always, go
Falcons.
At Morris Bank, we understand that your personal finances and banking experiences can be stressful. We also know that it doesn't have to be that way. That's why for over 60 years, we've dedicated ourselves to providing common sense banking to people just like you. We work hard to combine the latest online mobile technology and top-notch customer service that allows us to do just that.
We realize our customers have choices, but what sets us apart is the personal service that we provide that they may not receive at larger institutions. We like to make you feel at home, and we like to make the process as easy as possible when you're banking with us.
But we're not focused on helping just our customers. We are equally dedicated to supporting the community we are a part of. Just this year alone, we've logged thousands of community service hours and provided significant financial support to the communities we serve. We want to make sure you have the best banking experience possible. Come see us or give us a call to find out what makes Morris Bank different, because we're banking on you.
When it comes to handheld power tools, there's no better name than Echo. From our consumer grade to professional blowers, we've got what you're looking for. We have hedge trimmers, string trimmers, and pole pruners to cut any job down to size. And Echo's battery-powered equipment gives you gas-like performance without the hassle. So come see us at Myers Equipment and Supply, 301 North Jefferson in Dublin.